What's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Alex over coming through and boosting them coins up. No doubt about it. Anyway, another tragic day. Another tragic day. Now, to be fair, I knew that I wanted Ryan to win because of the weight clause BS. The weight clause, moody weight clause, man. And what happened in the fight is exactly why I didn't want a weight clause. I thought the fight at 140, no weight clauses, was probably going to be about 60-40 to Tank. That's what I thought. And to be honest, I think without the weight clauses, I've got a video coming soon, Muck Tapper went into Ryan Garcia's changing room and said, I want to see the rematch without weight clauses. And I have to agree, man, because at points, Ryan he was in the fight. Yeah, he got put down, and some people have said, Ryan hasn't got a chin. I think Ryan's chin's pretty solid. When you compare it to Rolly went in there, got hit with the first shot, and his eyes were all spinning round. Ryan jumped back up and was, don't get me wrong, he was gun shy after the fact, naturally, but he was building into the fight, and that's when he got caught with a body shot. And I have to give Tank credit for finding that shot, but again, Tank is fighting a drained. You can't get credit for doing something he's supposed to do. You're fighting a guy who's drained and untested. I'd give Tank full credit if he'd have fought Ryan at 140 and no rehydration clause. That would have been a real win. But you don't get credit for weight draining someone, doing day weigh-ins, and you didn't even beat the full fit Ryan. And Tank knew this. Tank was saying, he can't even speak at the weigh-in because he's so thirsty. Wait a minute. If he can't speak at the weigh-in because he's so thirsty, how's he meant to fight you tomorrow? Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Stop it. It's a madness. Wait a minute. Ryan, you can't speak, but you're going to let me punch you in the head tomorrow. Or punch you in the body. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, that's the Tank roast part of things. But we've been knowing this about Tank. Again, I've got videos coming soon. Tank was in the post-fight press conference. Rightfully so. People stuck it on him. Hey, Tank, when are you going to stop fighting random dudes and fight Devin Haney? Because listen, man, I'm going to tell you now. Bear in mind, Devin Haney, even though Devin Haney's big, Devin Haney is a 135 belt holder. Meaning that if he beats Devin Haney at 135, there's no, Haney was weight drained. No, Haney represents 135. If Tank Davis knocks out Devin Haney, I'll jump on his DICK myself. And I think he could do it. Don't get me wrong. From what I've seen, the little bits, Ryan was too gun-ho to start off with. Way too gun-ho, way too trigger happy. No, what confuses me is the fact that, go back and watch Ryan Garcia versus Tego. Ryan Garcia was in there with a little guy, complete bum, and he went 12 rounds, and he didn't let his hands go. Then he's in there with Tank, and he's all gun-ho, trying to squabble. I don't get my head around that. When you're in there with a bum, you should be in there letting your hands go, trying new things. You shouldn't be conservative. And then he goes in there with Tank, the one time. Listen, Ryan, you're the taller fighter, you're the quicker fighter. Why do we need to be pressuring Tank for? Let Tank come to us. Let's counterpunch Tank. That's the playbook for tall fighters, with quick hands. Ryan was the one pressing forward. And to be fair, I don't even necessarily mind the pressing forward. It was the way he was doing it. He wasn't always pressing forward with a jab and then some on the end. Sometimes he was just letting his hands go in flurries. It's like there was no... Ryan, in my opinion, if I was training Ryan, I'd say, Ryan, man, listen. We know Tank likes to download information. Let's not give him no information to download. For the first 4 rounds, either on the front foot or on the back foot, just put the jab out there. Put the jab out and maybe one shot on the end of it. So a jab and a left hook. To be fair, the left hook was never going to work anyway. Trying to left hook a southpaw, it's almost impossible, in my opinion. It's too easy to roll it. I could show you, but I'm trying to think. Name me a time in history. I'm not a historian, but name me a time in history someone has left hook to southpaw. The angle don't line up. Like when you've got an orthodox fighter, you're both open to the left hook. When you're an orthodox and a southpaw fighter, the left hook doesn't line up. You're essentially punching into their back when you left hook. There's nothing really there to punch. Anyway, so my point is, the strategy to be fair, his trainer did say you need to be using a jab, but like, I don't know what these guys do in training, man. Like, I have a feeling what a lot of these guys do is they go into spars just thinking about the sparring session, in as much as, okay, I'm sparring this guy, let me go in there with this guy and just do what I feel like doing, rather than, okay, we're fighting Tank. For the first 4 rounds of this sparring session, I'm just doing a jab, what I'm going to do on fight night. Because it looked to me like Ryan Garcia was used to, in there with little dudes and just letting his hands go. Do you know, don't get me wrong, well, Ryan was having success early, and it went straight to his head. But he's a young fighter, to be fair, but still, again, he's a young fighter in age, 24, but he's not young in experience. He's been doing this since he was like 5 years old or something, or was 8 years old. So he should know, let me not get gassed. We know Tank starts slow. I'd have told Ryan, listen man, Ryan, forget about the first 6 rounds. I don't care if you win all 6. If we win all first 6 rounds, then we can start thinking about getting leery with it. Let's get into this fight and build into it. Instead, well, we saw what happened when they knocked down. He started just running forward with his chops in the air and got clipped. Like, that's the one. I can't get my head around that. I can't. But to be fair to Ryan, he shot back up and his chin's alright. Sorry. His ability to recover is top tier. Because that punch would have probably sent Rolly to the moon. Or Eubank to the moon. Do you know what I'm saying? So he popped back up. And then he was gun shy for a while. And then the minute he got a bit confident again, the body shot came. And I have to admit, again, I was supporting Ryan. But I think Ryan didn't want to get knocked out cold. That's what I think happened. Because, like, if you actually watch the count, I've seen Oscar De La Hoya. I've seen fighters doubled over. They ain't making a count. Ryan wasn't doubled over. He was on the knee. And then he actually made the count. He started getting up at 9. So I'm thinking, if he was getting up at 9, why didn't you get up at 8? Do you know? Again, I wasn't there. I'm not in his body. I understand body shots are hurtful, but I think he was doing the maths that, you know what? If I get up, I'm not 100%, and Tank's dangerous. Tank's coming. It's better for me to get stopped to the body than get knocked spark out. And also I noticed, just before he went down, blood started coming from his nose. Yeah, these pretty guys, man, he'd be thinking about the marketing effect. Oh, if I get my nose bust. I think he even said before the fight, I've never had my nose bust before. Well, it reminds me of Daniel Dubois. I keep saying it, but Daniel Dubois, when he was fighting Joe Joyce, his trainer had to tell him, Dan, we're in it now, mate. This is it. This is the fight game. Do you know what I'm saying? And these guys are almost, YB, you've never done it. Listen, like I said, someone put up 5 million, 10 million that Ryan was making, and we'll see what I do. Do you know what I feel for that amount of money, and with that on the line, he could have stood up there and got chin some more. That's how it's not like he was taking loads of damage. In my opinion, he should have stood back up, put his elbows in, chin down, and just tried to ride through it. If you get knocked out, you get knocked out, man. For that level. And I didn't like it. And the reason I say this, I think he jacked. Or didn't want no. Well, he clearly didn't want no more, but I don't think his body was finished. I think his mind was finished. I think he didn't want to get knocked spark out. And what convinced me was the post-fight behaviour from Ryan. Like, this bit here. You can see it on here. Essentially,
Give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. These two entertain millions around the world.
Essentially, Ryan had Tank put his number in his phone, and both teams show respect during the post-fight press conference. Listen, man, like I was saying the other day, or like I was saying to my mate Ollie, like back in the day, yeah, there was pride. You'd never see James Toney lose and be asking the man who beat him to put his number in his phone. Do you know what I mean? Or you'd never see Olifield lose and asking the man to put his... Don't get me wrong, Olifield was respectful for the most part, apart from when he was headbutting, but do you know what I mean? Or juiced out of his mind, but do you know what I'm saying? There was pride, there was ego. And that's why I've apologised to Deontay Wilder. I ripped Deontay Wilder. Oh, he's a bad sportsman and whatever, but I get it. That's how you should feel. You've just been smoked by another man. You shouldn't be feeling like, oh, I want to be best friends with this guy. Like, where are they doing that? Where's the pride? Yeah, and again, it irritated me that Ryan, after the fight, on the microphone, we was just selling the fight. Yeah, we had to sell the fight. Oh, he's a good guy, and That told me that he didn't really want to be there in that sense. He knew he was coming to lose. Yeah, because when you're convinced you're going to win, and I've never been to these guys' level yet, but whatever level I've been to, when you want to win and you don't win, I've never been trying to suck the guy off who beat me. And that's at a lower level. I'm trying to think, millions of dollars, everyone's watching, and everyone trying to be friends. I don't get that one. Yeah? Ryan should have been out here saying, listen man, he called me with another shot, but I want seconds on this guy. I was on this guy's backside. I got a little greedy and got caught. I want him bad. This ain't over. Instead, it was the political new age. Oh, yeah, the best man won, and I'm a side. It was the whole side man shtick. Oh, I'm a side man. I stay on the side. Tank, can I get your number? Tank, can I get your number, babes? What? Back in my day, yeah. Back in my day, man used to chirp gal. Yo, can I get your number, babes? You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, bro, dude, you just whooped my backside. Can I get your digits now? Where are they doing this at? This is some goofy new age thing, man. Yeah? And these man was all in the video before the fight. Yeah, Tank, you trying to drain me. Like that, for me, yeah, that would have been the narrative. Hey, listen, Tank, you're still 5 foot tall, and you still had to weight drain me. Yeah? If you really think you beat me, let's run it back. No weight clauses, no weird behaviour, and we'll see what really popping. Yeah, my liver was weight drained. No wonder you folded me. My liver had no water in it. Do you understand? The body's 70% water, and you took half of that out of me. Do you know what I'm saying? Those should have been the bars. Those are the bars. Yeah? Let's see if you fold me with a liver shot when I'm fully hydrated. Oops. No? Nah. In fact, babes, can I get your number? Do you know what I mean? Like, where are they doing that at? I don't get that one. I don't understand it. The narrative was there. And not even the narrative, like, I'd be fully backing Ryan now if, number one, he had got up and weathered the storm, or tried to, and went out on his back, or number two, he'd have spun her. Like, it's not even the narrative, it's a fact. He could have come out and said, listen man, I've been having liver problems, no water. Oops. Yeah? Tank, fight the real me, and if you knock me out again, then I'll get your number. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I think the play should be. Not, I'm weight drained, you knock me out, stop me, can I get your number? These new age guys, man, they're just zesty, man. Bottom line, these new age guys are just fruity with it. I've never seen anything like it. This guy, fair enough here, like, obviously, if it's your friend, but these guys are meant to, I don't know, man, I don't know. Anyway, end of the day, man, Tank needs to fight someone properly. Yeah, I want to see Tank versus Shakur or Tank versus Haney. I ain't trying to see no Tank versus gym fighter, Rolly Romero. Yeah, if you're that good, run it with the best. And if he knocks out Haney, salute to him. If he knocks out Shakur, salute to him. To be honest, if Gervonta Davis knocks out Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, for me, I've got him probably number one all time in that division for 135. If he knocks out Haney and Shakur, I don't see how anyone could hang with him at 135, knocking him out. Because them man are so conservative. Devin Haney will just jab his Nelly off all night, too big. Devin Haney will do it how it's supposed to done. And little bits like Rolly Romero, Haney, I mean, yeah, you can say he figured him out, but Haney really isn't really figure-outable, I don't think. Well, we'll see, but he doesn't have that. He pulls back and rolls at the waist, and his defense is tight, and he's lanky, and he's big. Like, you're not going to catch Devin Haney standing there with his chops in the air, swinging big 10-punch combinations. You know, that's what Rolly was doing. You're not going to see Devin Haney. Devin Haney doesn't even commit when he's smoking Kambosos in the second fight. So Davis ain't going to get them opportunities. Same as Shakur. Even when Shakur's beating someone up, he ain't in there just wingmilling like Rolly Romero and the other clown, Ryan. Haney and Shakur go in there and they'll be happy to box this guy's little head off all night. That's the case. That's how you beat Tank, in my opinion. Now, again, if Tank finds, you know what I mean, if Tank has that down pat and pulls it off, then salute. If Tank knocks out Haney, if Tank knocks out Shakur, for me, he'll be number one all time at 135. I don't think any man could hang with him if he knocks them two out, because that will mean he can knock out. But then, I don't know, because he couldn't figure out Pitbull, could he? Pitbull was storming forward, and he He made Tank look like Virgin Mary. But yeah, the fight was, I mean, it was exciting whilst it lasted. And Ryan did, to be fair to Ryan, he did have a go. Ryan could have turned up, yeah, and give it to Anthony Johnston. Oh, I don't really want to get hit tonight. To be fair, so that's one thing I have to salute Ryan for. He didn't completely flap it. I think he flapped the knee at the end, but he didn't completely flap it. He did have a go. He tried to have a go twice and got caught twice. And that's the story of the fight. Anyway,